Let's take a methods of preparation of haloalkanes and haloarenes. First, we are taking from alcohols. Alcohol react with hydrogen halide in the presence of ZnCl2, which acts as dehydrating agent to form alkyl halide, and water is formed. For preparation of bromide, ROH reacts with NaBr and H2SO4 to give RBr NaHSO4 plus water. Here, concentrated sulfuric acid should be avoided. It is better to use phosphoric acid because otherwise HBr will get oxidized to Br2. ROH will react with PX3, means PCl3, PBr3 to give alkyl halide plus phosphorus acid will be formed. So PCl3 and PBr3 because Pi3 is unstable. ROH reacts with PCl5 to form RCl plus phosphorus oxychloride POCl3 plus HCl. They are all nucleophilic substitution reactions because OH is being replaced by halogens. If you want to prepare bromide and iodide, the best method is we use red phosphorus and bromine or red phosphorus and iodine. So ROH reacts with red phosphorus and iodine to give alkyl halide, especially alkyl bromide and alkyl iodide. This is quite suitable method. Now Pi3 is unstable, so we prepare it in the reaction mixture itself. It is called in situ. Situ means in the reaction mixture itself. Another method is ROH reacts with thionyl chloride to form alkyl halides, sulfur dioxide and HCl. This method is better and used for getting pure alkyl halides because SO2 and HCl are gases and can be easily removed, and we can get pure alkyl halide. Next method we are taking is from hydrocarbons. First is by free radical halogenation. Chlorine in the presence of ultraviolet light, it results in the formation of 1-chlorobutane and 2-chlorobutane. 2-chlorobutane will be formed to more extent because the secondary free radical is more stable than primary free radical. This will be 72% 2-chloro and 28% 1-chloro. Next, we are taking by electrophilic substitution reaction. If you have toluene, react with halogen. If you react in the presence of iron and dark, this will react to form iron ferric halide. Ferric halide will react with halogen, make it to break heterolytically, will take one of the Cl negative and Cl positive will attack at ortho and para position. So the product formed will be orthohalotoluene and para-halotoluene. Methyl group is electron releasing, so this is ortho and para directing. So this is electrophilic substitution reaction to get ortho and para halotoluene. Next we are taking Sandmeyer's reaction, aniline. This compound is aniline. First step is diazotization. Diazotization is carried out by NaNO2 and HCl preferably because diazonium salts are unstable. So generally we take HCl. Result in formation of benzene diazonium halide. Usually we have benzene diazonium chloride. Temperature has to be maintained 273 to 278 Kelvin because diazonium salts are stable only at low temperature. From diazonium salt, we can prepare aryl halide, chlorobenzene and bromobenzene by taking cuprous halide as a catalyst. So if you take benzene diazonium chloride and take cuprous chloride, we will get chlorobenzene. If we take benzene diazonium chloride and take cuprous bromide as catalyst, we will get bromobenzene, nitrogen will be liberated. For getting iodobenzene, we cannot get by Sandmeyer reaction. So what we do is benzene diazonium chloride is treated with potassium iodide, we get iodobenzene plus nitrogen. From alkenes, this is electrophilic addition reaction to double bond when we add HX. HX breaks into H positive, X negative. H is added here and X is added to the other carbon, and this result in the formation of alkyl halide. So this is electrophilic addition reaction because this is initiated by electrophile, that is H positive ion, which result in the formation of carbocation, which finally reacts with alkyl halide ion to form alkyl halide. This is the example: CH3CH2 reacts with hydrogen iodide. Hydrogen iodide will break heterolytically H positive and iodide negative. H positive will attack with to this carbon so that we get secondary carbocation. Secondary carbocation will give you 2-iodopropane as the major product. Primary carbocation will be formed to less extent, so we will get 1-iodopropane as the minor products. This addition takes place according to Markovnikov's rule, and cause of getting this major product is that secondary carbocation is more stable than primary carbocation. This is also example of electrophilic addition reaction. This we have shown pictorially, and this can be called as test for unsaturation. That is, bromine water will get decolorized when it reacts with alkene. This is ethene. We are reacting with Br2. Br2 here heterolytic fission will take place. One Br will attach here, another Br will attach here. But reaction will be initiated by Br positive. That's why it is called electrophilic addition reaction. It results in the formation of CH2Br, which is vicinal dibromide. Vicinal means two halogen atoms are on adjacent carbon. Carbon tetrachloride is used as a solvent. We can also use bromine water. So bromine water will get decolorized with the unsaturated hydrocarbon like alkene and alkyne, and it will result in the formation of dihalogen derivatives when we react alkene with halogens. We are taking question based on these reactions. This compound, we are reacting with HBr. Its addition reaction takes place. Br will attack this carbon because secondary carbocation will be more stable. So it will result in the formation of 1-bromo, 1-phenyl ethane. So remember, addition is taking place according to Markovnikov's rule and stability of secondary carbocation over primary carbocation. Second, we are taking 1-butene and we are adding HCl. Again, addition will take place according to Markovnikov's rule. Cl will attach to secondary carbon because secondary carbocation is more stable. We'll get 2-chlorobutane. This has been shown with the help of this model also. This compound is 2-chlorobutane. Third reaction, we are reacting 3-phenyl propene. This is 3-phenyl, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. Double bond is preferred over alkyl group. So third carbon benzene ring is attached, which is called phenyl group. So 3-phenyl propene when reacts with HBr in the presence of peroxide. Remember, whenever peroxide is used, anti-Markovnikov addition takes place. So Br will attack primary carbon, H will attack secondary carbon. It will result in the formation of 1-bromo 3-phenyl propane. So this addition is taking place according to anti-Markovnikov rule or peroxide effect or Crash effect. Finkelstein reaction involves exchange of halide. If you have Rx, X is Cl and Br, we react with NaI, acetone is used as a solvent, we get alkyl iodide plus NaX is formed. So this is called Finkelstein reaction in which exchange of halide is taking place. Here chloride can be replaced by iodide, bromide can be replaced by iodide, and acetone is used as a solvent. To get fluoroalkanes, we use Schwarz reaction. CH3Br reacts with AgF to give CH3F plus AgBr is formed. This is fluoromethane is formed.